right, so have you ever seen that commercial? You know the one I'm talking about. It's with the two guys who are in their wading pants and they're standing knee-deep in cranberries. That is called a cranberry bog, my friends, and the truth is, I really don't know what's up with that. But two things I do know is, number one, I really like to know where my food comes from, and number two, I absolutely love cranberries. So here to fill us in on one of my very favorite fruits is Ray Habelman. He's a lifelong cranberry farmer, fourth generation. In fact, Ray, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so here is the deal. When people think of cranberries, what do they think of?
Holidays.
Thanksgiving, Christmas time. Why is that? Why is it all of a sudden, come October, November, where we've got cranberries on the brain?
Well, the cranberries ripen up in September, and then they mature, and we harvest them in October and November, just in time for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
All right, so that's why we want to put them on our shelves and put them in our kitchens and things like that. All right, so we know how the cranberries get to our table. We buy them at the store. But what is the process? I mean, explain the process to us.
Well, sure. The cranberries are perennial. So once you plant them, they'll live almost forever as long as you take good care of them. They grow on a little vine about 6 to 8 inches long. And they need sandy soil, good drainage, acidic soil, like very low pH, and a lot of sun and cold winters. And when we're ready to harvest them, we flood the beds with water. And if you're going to harvest them for process, like juice, you just go in and beat them off and then pump them off the bed and send them to a plant. But if you're going to do fresh, like what we do, we bring in a harvesting or a picking machine that gently pulls them off, puts them in boats, and then we float them over the side and then transport them to our plant.
You float them over to the side.
We float them over the side, yes.
Interesting process. You know, one of the things you mentioned was fresh. Why is fresh so important to you?
Well, fresh has a special place in my heart because my family's been doing it that way for 100 years. It's a lot more difficult. It's a small part of the whole cranberry industry. It's less than 5% of the cranberry industry. It takes a lot of machines and a lot more labor. But the great thing about fresh is you have all the great nutrients right in the berry, the skin, the seeds, the flesh, everything.
And you know, all those nutrients provide tremendous health benefits as well, right? Tell me about some of the health benefits of cranberries.
Well, I'm no expert, but they are full of a lot of great things that make them a superfruit. They have antioxidants to slow down aging. They have flavonoids in them. Studies have shown that flavonoids can lower your LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. And then they're most well known for anti-adhesion properties, which can actually flush bacteria out of your system. That can help prevent bladder infections, ulcers.
All that nasty stuff.
Yeah, all that nasty stuff.
And you mentioned anti-aging, and folks, guess what? This guy, what are you, 104, 105?
105.
105. See, look how great he looks eating cranberries. This was great information, Ray. We appreciate you being with us here on The Balancing Act this morning.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Oh, you were great. And guess what? Don't go away, because guess who's coming up next?
My wife.
Your wife, that's right. She's got some great recipe ideas. We're really looking forward to that. So stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, before the break, we were talking to Ray Habelman. He's a fourth-generation cranberry farmer. We were talking about the history of one of my personal favorite fruits, as well as some of the amazing health benefits of what many doctors call one of the best superfruits. Now, though, it's time for my favorite part, cooking, any kind of cooking, but this time specifically cooking with cranberries. And joining us now is Ray's wife, Stacy Habelman. Stacy, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, and I'm excited.
All right, I am so excited because I love to cook. You and I are both busy moms. We have 3 boys, so cooking's important, but doing something fast and easy is even more important, I think. And we can do that with cranberries, right?
Easy enough.
And kids love grilled cheese. But this is grilled cheese with a twist, my dear.
This is a happy grilled cheese sandwich.
What makes it happy, Stacey?
Well, we're going to put some whole berry sauce in there, and we're going to give it a little extra kick with some horseradish.
Horseradish?
So you might want to warn the kids on that. This may be an adult food, but you do not have to put the horseradish in. This is just a little special recipe, and I'm going to start by buttering my bread. Any kind of bread that you would like. I'm going to butter both sides.
That's the sourdough we have there.
This is a sourdough, correct. We're going to butter both sides just like you do on a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, so those sides are ready. And what I'm going to do...
the more butter, the better.
Yeah, of course. It makes it brown better.
Yes.
I'm going to put some whole berry sauce, and as I said, the recipe will be on the website.
That looks good so far.
This has
already.
horseradish in here. Correct. And we're just going to plop this in here. Throw on some cheese, and we're also going to throw in a little turkey.
Turkey, so it's almost like Thanksgiving, but you can do it any time of the year, right?
Absolutely. As long as you buy your cranberries when they are in season, which you can do, fill up your freezer,
How long do they stay?
1 year.
1 year in the freezer.
1 year.
So that's good
from
to know.
one season to the next, buy 25 bags if you have to.
Yeah,
if you love
absolutely.
cranberries, and after this episode, you will realize that you will want to cook with cranberries all the time.
And let me tell you why, because there are some great recipes here, but the other thing that I love is the fact that this is cranberry sauce. This is not store-bought, obviously. This is
fresh.
Homemade cranberry
Absolutely.
sauce. Fresh, homemade, because a lot of people think it's difficult to do, but it takes 10 minutes to make, and you'll be the hit of the party or hit of your Thanksgiving, hit of whatever.
And the great thing about this is the kids love to get involved. It takes 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, 3 cups of cranberries, and the kids can help you mix that.
And they love to hear that pop, pop, pop that the cranberries make when you know that they're ready.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you know what? I want to remind our viewers that all of these recipes can be found on our website, thebalancingact.com. So as we continue here, not your ordinary cranberry sauce, because this has a little twist to it, a little tropical twist to it.
And the kids will love this one. There's mango in there. So you take your whole berry sauce and add a little mango. Now what's great about cranberries is they are good with apples, they are good with pears, they are good with almost any fruit or vegetable.
And my friend here actually did it in a stir fry.
Yes, she did.
But it was like a last minute thing, right?
It was. We needed a little something more in our stir fry, plopped in some cranberries, and they turned out, it just was a yummy, yummy texture. Another thing, the other day I was making salsa. It turned out a little spicy, and I was out of tomatoes.
Right.
And I thought, why not use cranberries? So I put some in the food processor, chopped them up, added them to my salsa. Beautiful color, beautiful flavor.
I bet that tasted
perfect.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've seen these a lot, cranberry muffins, but the thing I love about these is these are homemade cranberry muffins with fresh cranberries. Doesn't have to be though, right?
It does not have to be, no. We are busy moms,
we
have said before. 9 out of 10 times, I am not going to take an hour to make something homemade. I will go to the store and I will buy a spice cake, shortbread cookie mix, chop up your cranberries, or as you can see in these muffins, they're cut in half. So you can see the beauty of the cranberry. You do not lose any of the nutritional value. Put that in there. It will look like you slaved in the kitchen for a couple hours making something homemade, and it's not. So it's easy, quick and easy.
Oh, well, lots of great uses for cranberries. While you turn that, I'm going to say thank you, Stacy.
Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be yummy.
We appreciate you being here with us this morning. And for our viewers at home, to find out more information about the health benefits of cranberries and for more great recipes, we want you to check out HabelmanCranberries.com. Again, lots of great information on the website, and you'll see the link there at the bottom of your screen.